for the birdie. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking on Henderson Nature Preserve in Montague, Michigan. This is a local course of mine that I have quite the love-hate relationship with. So sit back, relax, and let's go toss some plastic. Well guys, we've made it to hole 1 at Henderson Nature Preserve, and of course, it's a water hole. I don't know about you guys, you'll have to let me know, but a water hole on hole 1 should just simply be against the rules. No one's trying to deal with this on hole 1, but we're gonna take it head on, 232 feet, dead straight. Simmer. All right, that'll be a long putt, we'll take it. Well guys, we've left ourselves about 22 feet for the birdie, and let me tell you, we really want to pick this one up because the course is about to get a lot harder. I apologize for the background noise. The first 2 holes are right by the highway, but it goes away, I promise guys. Hole 2, 221 feet. As you can see, there is a lane. You have to kind of force over something stable and let it crash back to the left. Little tree love, but we will take it. You need some of that here at Henderson. We still have about 55 feet for the birdie. All right, I'll tell you right now, guys, we're here for par golf. I know what you're thinking, Hunter. Why are you out of breath? You didn't forget your putter at hole 1, run all the way back there just to realize you put it in the bag, not the putter pouch, did you? No, I don't make those kind of mistakes anymore. This squirrel just jumped at me, it scared me. You know, it was like the size of a pit bull, so just a little scared from that, no worries. Hole 3, 244 feet, dead straight down one of the tightest windows you'll ever see at a disc golf course. At the end of this tunnel, it's probably only about 6 feet wide. I'm gonna go with Old Faithful Proton Envy. There's Old Faithful coming through like she does every time. Oh guys, you see, you gotta work smarter, not harder sometimes. You don't have to worry about the 6-foot gap if you don't even make it into the trees. So that's what we're going with today. We still probably have 200 feet through the gauntlet. Okay, we'll take that. All right guys, big straddle putt here, about 20 feet to save the par. Yes, let's go. We need that. We need all those. Hole 4, 348 feet. You want a very overstable disc, and you want to be able to hang straight for about 200 feet with a big crash left and hopefully a skip. This is a very hard pin to reach off the tee. We'll take that. Caught a tree, but we'll take it. I'm pretty happy with this drive. As you can see, our disc landed in this little fortress here. We still have about 70 feet. I'm just gonna go with a little flick shot. I'll hit the tree. 10-footer for the par. Hole 5, 209 feet. This hole's kind of a horseshoe. You want to have a big Anheuser or sidearm shot the whole way, and I brought a special disc just for this hole, and it's my 90s Jaguar. This is one of the funkiest discs ever. I love throwing these vintage discs, and to give you guys a size perspective on how big this thing is, here's my Kia. This thing is an absolute dinner plate. Hey, that might be a putt. Who says you need all that fancy halo plastic? If any of you guys watching have any old classics like this or any old dinner plates sitting around that you're trying to sell, I have $3 sitting in Venmo just burning a hole in my pocket. Or actual dinner plates, the whole traveling YouTube disc golf thing. things get pretty tough around here. I'll take dinner plates too. Hole 6, 249 feet. The tripod could fall any second. It's balancing on a bench. This is absolutely a sidearm hole all day, unless you have a Jaguar. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row with it. Oh, that looks so good. That might be a putt, guys. That might be back to back. I may have overhyped it a little bit, but this is still a really good throw. And honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna bag the Jaguar. It's too fun and it's actually usable. I still have about 50-footer for the birdie. Nope, that's not it. For the par, hole 17, 313 feet. You basically just wanna go dead straight, hold a slight anhyzer. It is downhill, and please guys, let me know. This is one way that I've tried to figure out how to still film these really woods courses with no room around the tee pad. It is elevated and I have a wider lens going on. So if this works for you guys, please let me know, and it will open up the doors on more courses I can film. I'm glad I could provide you guys the best angle to really soak in that early tree hit. Not an optimal drive. We still have about 210 feet. Let's see if we can save another par. Well guys, this is what Henderson will do to you. We hit another tree. We still have about 100 feet. We're just going to save bogey at this point. Alrighty, for the bogey, hole 8, 233 feet, slightly uphill. You basically just kind of want to throw dead straight and hope you make it up there quite a ways. There's not much of a fairway here, so let's see what we can do. Hold it. Really good shot, I will take that. The old Discraft Breeze really came through for us on this one. It's not very often I get a birdie putt on this hole, so let's capitalize, probably about 15 feet. Let's go. If you guys are enjoying the content, or if I've made you laugh even one time today, could you please take a second, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It means the world to me. It's absolutely free, and I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Hole 9, it's only 132 feet. A lot of the locals in the area pick up their first ace here, but it's actually a pretty finicky line. You just want to hang up high right, and it's got a crash hard left. I usually go with a distance driver and just throw it really soft. Come on. Oh, little deep. Not an ideal situation. We have no choice but to drain this putt because it's such a short hole and we really need this birdie. For the birdie, let's go. Those are the kind of clutch birdie putts we need to keep this round going. Hole 9 break, and I want to ask you guys kind of a funny question. I want to know what you experience at your local city parks. Doing this and filming in a lot of places, I've played at a lot of city parks, and let me tell you, some things going on there no human being should ever see. This one time I walked into a city park in an undisclosed location, and there's about 19 dog walkers. It looks like the movie Fight Club is going on in the corner with all the squirrels just going after each other. You know, you have the couple people who've been sleeping there since the night before. There's a guy in the parking lot practicing his juggling skills while listening to Vanilla Ice, and let me tell you, I was here for it. I was that guy's #1 fan. You'll have a guy who's going around the park collecting bottles. You'll have the few people that look for discs all night and then try to sell them back to you in the morning. 2 guys on hole 1 practicing their air guitar. And then of course you have the guy on hole 18, 19 cold ones deep, singing Freebird by himself. I understand all of these things, and believe me, I get it. I practice those things too. But it's just kind of a lot for a Monday morning. You know what I mean? It's a lot to soak in stepping out of the car at a disc golf course. Listen, if you live in New York City or Florida, you guys cannot participate. You guys are just your own breed. Hole 10, 398 feet, slightly downhill. Whatever disc you can have Holden and hyzer, the longest is what you want to throw here. Oh, if that hyzer's out, it's really good. That might be my best drive ever on this hole. Oh, we didn't quite make it the full distance, but I'm very happy with this drive. We still have about a 35 to 40 foot ante putt. Dang it. Easy par, we take those. Hole 11, 223 feet, very sharp right. I brought my splays for all these sidearm holes, but then we found the Jaguar. So we're gonna send it one more time and see what happens. Well, that thing just cut rolled a mile. I think at one point we did have a birdie putt, but as I've learned on Animal Planet, Jaguars love to run. So we're back here. We still have about 50 feet for the birdie. Come on. Oh, no. Just want to apologize for how bad that joke actually was. Hole 12, 305 feet, dead straight. I like to keep this hole simple because if you try too hard to go for it, it usually ends up coming back to haunt you. Eyes are out, please. I think that may have fought its way back out. Well guys, the Hex tried its best to fight its way back out of the woods. We still have about a 20 footer through this little window. Oh, that's as good as I can do. For the par. If any of you guys out there do want to come check out Henderson Nature Preserve, let me give you a heads up. I would highly recommend hiring a local to be your guide because this place is an absolute maze with no signage from hole to hole. But don't worry, we don't charge too much. A Natty Daddy or a DX Shark is more than enough payment. Hole 13, 279 feet. You can only go like 120 feet straight, and then you have to go left a mile. This hole is almost impossible to birdie. So what me and my boys do when we play is we try to thread this inside needle between these really tight small trees and hope to get lucky. I'd say it works about 30% of the time, but we're gonna go for it today. Oh yes. Skip. If that got a good skip, that could be really good. All right, guys, you can tell that we got graciously rewarded for going for that really tight shot. I cannot really see the basket, so we're just gonna go with the classic tomahawk out of the woods. Perfect. All right, guys, I want to apologize for any audio issues. I have been on this hole for well over an hour trying to figure out how to get the moisture detection to quit going off with my microphone. It's just been shutting it off over and over and over again for the last hour. So hopefully we got that fixed and we can finish our round. Hole 14, 243 feet. This is another hole that you just want to throw dead straight, try to get your disc up the fairway, and if you catch a little luck, you get a birdie putt. And that will not be a birdie putt. Not our best tee shot. We do have this cheeky little backdoor hyzer lane. We're gonna toss the key up there. Hopefully it crashes left for an easy par. It's not gonna be easy, but it'll be a chance at par. Let's see if we can walk away with another par save. We have about 40 feet, little right to left putt. Oh, really good run. For the bogey, not what I was looking for today. Hole 15 is a 483 foot par 3. The basket is dead straight and it's a pretty tight line, so I'm just gonna go with a flippy driver, throw it soft, and try to land in the middle of the fairway. Caught the tree, but we're in the middle of the fairway. All right, guys, not our best drive. We still have about 240 feet, dead straight with a really low ceiling. Settle. That'll be a long putt. Try to save our par. We have about 22 feet left. One thing that I really love about disc golf courses is ones with a lot of character. And I've seen the most of that in Michigan, and you see a lot of cool stuff like this, a really cool TP. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking that's awesome. The local kids in the area came and set this up, and you'd be wrong. A Bigfoot actually lives there, so definitely do not bring your kids to hole 9. Hole 16, 332 feet. You basically want to hang straight for about 330 feet and crash left. Skip. That was the line, just too low. We still have about 65 feet for the birdie. Good run. For the par, hole 17, 267 feet, but this hole has a pretty finicky line. You want a good amount of turn off the tee pad, but then you want it to hyzer out and finish left at the end. Not a bad drive, guys. We still have about 25 feet for the birdie. Let's go, we needed that. And rounding off Henderson Disc Golf Course, we have hole 18, 223 feet dead straight. We'll have a putt. All right, guys, we have a 20-footer. Let's end on a good note. And that wraps up today's video at Henderson Nature Preserve in Montague, Michigan. And guys, I'm going to be honest, as a local, if you play this course a lot and you really get to know it, you will start to love it. But if you are a player just coming through Michigan, wanting to stop at a course, Henderson might not be the best idea. I know if I was playing a course similar to this out of state and trying to give it a rating, I would have been lost pretty quickly, and with all the blind tee shots, lack of signage, I would have been very frustrated, and honestly, it would get a pretty low score. Henderson does have some good elevation change, really nice tee pads, nice baskets, a lot of benches, there's a good amount of trash cans throughout the course. It really is a nice course. Scenery and nature is another big thing for me personally. Henderson is always very quiet. There's pretty much never anybody here. The birds are always very loud. This was a course that I didn't care what time I got here today to film it. I knew I would have the whole course to myself. That speaks on itself. If you are a passerby coming through, there are better courses around here, but if you're not scared of the woods and you're just looking for some calm and some scenery, Henderson is absolutely perfect. I know for me personally, I would give Henderson a solid score of like 8.5, but I know in an overall general disc golf sense, I'm gonna give Henderson the rating of 6.8 out of 10. I do think it just needs a few tweaks and that will boost right up, but for somebody coming through, they're just gonna struggle to play this course. And as always, guys, it's your turn to go toss some plastic.